With Little House of Gardening. Good morning, everybody. I am out here with my tea. I have my boots on today because the temperature dropped. We are going to be working on getting our brassicas repotted because everything has overgrown the pots that they are in. So you'll see me repotting that, and then also got my new planters picked up. And then I'm going to try to attempt to do a hydro test to see whether my plants are growing faster in water or in soil. So I won't be talking. I'm going to be doing more of just video camera, just filming what I'm doing. I do need to go get the chicken poo. So I am going to use chicken poo compost in this switch over. So you'll see me do that. But let's get to it. And that is pretty good. All right. So at this angle, you can see this is the one I'm going to focus on. It really needs to be repotted. I have moved everything to this side of the table because I think on our other side of the greenhouse, there could be something getting in there, which my husband's going to put some bricks down for some prevention. But if you watch my other video, we can see that this is a pretty healthy plant. The soil is healthy and there are no holes or any damages, and that's what we're going for. Same here with our cabbage. So I'm going to keep everything on this side because that means that it's working. Okay, I'm going to step out for a minute and go get some poo. So I'm going to transplant into these big 5-gallon buckets to allow more space. Now this is where some people, they don't like to transplant, they don't like to move it because it is kind of a little bit of a lot of work, but I actually enjoy it. And one of my chickens are laying. Okay, let me get my gloves. So when I do wear gloves if I'm handling the chicken poo, but normally I really won't. I like to touch the soil. So get some gloves going and I will go get the chicken poop and be right back. My husband's out working this morning, which usually he's not out here with me. So he just popped out an egg during this video. Okay. So when I got chicken poop, and that's how ours looks because I use fresh pine chips in their coop. Now, because this is larger, I will have to kind of rearrange a little bit. I'm going to move this one over for a second. My flowers. I have plenty of flowers, but I want to focus on, I'm focusing on food growth this year. It's like the most important thing. Okay. So this is our bucket here. Now, when I transplant, I try to keep some of the original soil that it was in. So that we don't shock the roots and it doesn't die. I'm gonna add some more stuff in there. I think I'll be okay. So let me find my, okay, garden tool here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just mixing this up. Just mixing that up a bit. Let me put this camera a little taller. Okay. So you guys should be able to see that. So what I do is I just literally I'm mixing up poo. It's gross. Um, and I don't put any pesticides or anything in here. So I just don't want to do that. So now I'm gonna take this larger one that has outgrown, and you want to be careful because you don't want to ruin the roots, but usually it'll kind of come right up. The thing that I'm learning about this, it doesn't like to be like with a ton of water. Just a little bit with kind of like a sandy soil has been working for me on my end. So there's that. And we're going to go ahead and plop that in the hole we just made. Now, as I said, this poop is just too smelly for me. I got a soft stomach. So I add like a natural oil, like a lavender. I just take a couple drops just to get rid of that scent. Okay, and there you have it. So now with this one, I'm just gonna scoot it over and make space for it because it's okay. It doesn't need the larger space right now. And this is what I do every Saturday. So I'm out here every day, you guys. Sometimes I forget to get my camera out. It's very enjoyable for me. Now with that one being big, I'm kind of particular. It's gonna bother me with the sizing being off, but I'm not gonna make a big fuss of it right now. So now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna look around and see if anything else needs to be repotted or treated. Alrighty, so oh, my camera moved. Whoopsies. Yeah, this camera and me, like, it's just so funny. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm not a big fan of this tower, and I think I might have said that before, but it's something going on in there and I just don't know. So I'm about to bring some of that over here because I want to get that cleaned out. It's something going on over there. Everything else is thriving except for that corner, and I need to figure out the why. So let's get that sorted out. I feel like our kale is happier already, by the way. It's just perked up. This I do know that I needed water for. So we're going to do some hydro planting. I have this little this is a food grade bucket. I'm going to put some of our water in there. Okay. We still have plenty in here because like this situation, like I know something's getting over here. Okay. Take our little shovel and let me pick one of these out because it's bothering me so bad. Like it's really bothering me. I just don't know what's going on over here in this corner. See, like that's my leaf lettuce, and I think something is getting in here. What the hell is going on? But how would it be getting in here and not other places? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that like these might suffocate the plants out. I don't know. I haven't been very successful, but I can keep the root here, and then I see there's something here. So we'll just grow some new ones. So don't throw your plants away because you can just propagate them. I'm checking the soil. Soil looks fine. Bring the camera down a little bit more. All right, so the soil looks fine. So I just think that these containers can only do so much, and then you kind of just got to go elsewhere. I think that with these, you can't really stack more than like two and be successful. That's just been my um, experience. And then also, I think I could probably be letting it dry out too much. So let's go ahead and get this moved into here. Yeah. So get my tea. So I'm actually not drinking a tea. Is I call it tea. It's just hot water, and then I put my little mints in there. Okay. So I'm gonna just literally move this because I want to see what's going on with our soil. And as you can see, it's actually fine. So I think that what I'll do, I'm gonna make the holes, my little drain holes, a little bit bigger, and see if that will help because it could be a matter of air. So get that in there. And so do you guys like using the container planting method? Because this one is a good one that you can use. You can put on your porch. So as you can see, one of them did grow. So um, these little 3-prong planters, it might just be something I'm not that great at. So, I don't know, but now the soil is actually pretty moist, guys, as I'm checking this out. No bugs in there, so it wasn't the soil. Okay. So what I want to do with this box, so that cabbage can't be with the lettuce, but I do have some spinach that I can put in here. And I do still have a couple of lettuce sprouts that survive. So we'll do spinach and lettuce in this box. And I brought them out earlier than I usually do because I'm just trying to see, since it's warming up, if they can handle it. The conditions, and so far so good. So, but now not as many of my seeds produced as I thought they would, being outside compared to inside. So that's one thing to think about. There is a mint in here, but okay. Here's one of our spinaches right here. This spinach has like a purplish root system. Active on the homestead today. Okay, so that is getting our spinach in there. Right there. And we do have a mint, but I've been co-planting the mints with the brassicas to keep the bugs away. So I'm going to move that over for now. Okay, so they're so tiny. They're so tiny, but I'm not a big fan of those dollar store little big stackables. I don't know. As I said, it could be me, so maybe you're having like a whole different experience with those. Now, the thing about that is, now that I've moved them, this is like my main problem, is finding space. So what I'm actually going to do, guys, is I need to move, because something is happening over here on this side of the table. I actually need to move all of my sunflowers over here, because generally pests don't come after the sunflowers. So I'm going to put all my sunflowers over here and move my food. So I'm going to do all flowers on this side of the table of the greenhouse. And then we'll do our brassicas on the other side. So again, this is the good thing about container, is if you see something not working, then you can move it. So you have that in your favor. Which you guys know I move often. If it's not working, we got to switch it up a bit. Ready. Those can stay back there. It's not bothering anybody. But then again, I might put some brassicas back there. Yeah, I will. So these are super cute. Um, they really could be repotted, but I'm not gonna bother with those today. So do sunflower zinnias. There's some zinnias in here too. I always mix them up until they bloom. Okay. Okay. I do like everything to look neat. It's kind of my personality, which it doesn't always look neat, but that's okay. That I'm gonna leave there. All right, you guys. So just kind of swapping things around because I still have to transfer out this bucket, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this water down here to make space. Because in here we have a brassica, some lettuce, or that might be clover. Yeah, mint, and then lettuce here. So now this I know is a broccoli. I know it is, and so is this. See, something got in here on those two, but that's not bad considering nothing got into the rest of it. So I'll take it. Okay, so let's make some space. It's musical chairs with plants. I used to love musical chairs. Okay. All right, we're back on this side. Hey, you guys. So I don't really mess with my cucumber plants. I feel like they grow pretty well on their own. These clovers that are growing, it's probably because I used some dirt, mixed in some dirt that was on the ground when I was moving all my plants. So I just pulled them out so they won't take over. I won't prune those a whole lot. You don't want to over prune. Okay. Those are our beautiful plants right there. Make sure that stand doesn't fall down. Now today it's about 60 degrees, which is crazy because it was just like 85, and the temperatures, they just keep going all over the place, literally all over the place. Okay, guys. Now I have another pot, but what I'm trying to do is I'm standing here trying to think about where I'm going to put it. Because this is the first year that everything grew, and everything grew all at once. And so well, let me take that back. Everything grew all at once last time. All my cucumbers, zucchini, squash, brassicas, cabbage, but then a drought hit really bad, and I couldn't keep them alive with the drought. And so this is the first time that all of the conditions have been perfect to allow me to actually grow some food successfully. So, okay, I know what I said I was doing. So let's move some more of the flowers. Do that. Okay. I love the way the sunflowers look when they grow. So pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna try to leave it like this after I move it like the tables. And then as I said, my husband will put some bricks down under here so that stuff is not getting in. That one needs to get in there. Okay, so I think I want to put like the cabbages in this one. So let's work on that. And for now, we'll put the lettuce and the spinach right here. And I'm not going to go get any poop for this one because I want to do an experiment and see which one grows best. This one is like really taking off. Okay. And checking in. Just checking in. I need to clean that stuff up. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our soil in here. Okay. I thought I had one more. Okay, I do. And see, the soil is good. The soil is fine. You guys, we live right by a hospital. It's been busy this morning. It's crazy. All the airplanes and stuff. Okay. And then I said I found some more lettuce over here. I'm going to just put these stackables to the side for a little bit till I figure out what can actually grow successfully in them. I like the idea though. Don't want to kill my lettuce. Mint. Okay. And this soil is actually, sorry, this soil is actually it's not too dry, it's not too moist either, so this is pretty good. Oh, that is going. Alrighty, so stack that up. This is a sunflower. Um, looks like it's some zinnias or mint, some mint in there too. I might leave that up here for now. So, okay. So we said we were gonna do brassicas in here. So the one that was in the stackable, we'll give it a home in this box here. And I might have to add additional soil, but this will work for now. So I'm just putting it in here. For now. And do we have any other brassicas over there? I thought I had one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one. Moved over. I'm doing about 2 inches apart for now. What in the heck happened? All these plans. What? Oh, my chickens. Oh, another one's laying. It's like, that was a weird sound. Okay. You know what? So, do this one for now. I have another like 5 or 6 boxes, but I have to go get them. Um, and then at the end, we're gonna water everything. So basically, when you're doing container gardening, really any gardening, when you're gardening, sorry, I'm having a moment. You're just kind of monitoring. This is my favorite part, is like checking progress. Being out here in nature gets me outdoors. Okay. So as you can see, you can definitely do this in an apartment, and you can just munch off of it. Now, if you want to munch off of it, you want to pinch from the bottom to the top. So on this plant, you would pinch the bottom ones, eat off of it, and leave the roots. Don't take the whole roots out, and then it will regrow. And make sure you're watering properly. Okay, so we have 2 boxes that we've created for today. Now, when you transplant, one thing to know, they might start looking sad for about a week because they just experienced a little bit of a death. Don't throw them away. They will come right back later, okay? So that was one of the things that I noticed. And by the way, I'm not trained. I just started gardening and fell in love with it. This is just my own personal observation. So we've done 2 boxes this morning. Now we have to find a home, and I see like my ones that I emptied out. I'm just going to move for now and put something else in there that needs a new home. Over. So I want to put it over here. This is like the area I'm eyeing. Put it right here. That way, sometimes I'll have the kids run out and I'll say, go grab some cabbage or go grab some spinach. And they can know, like, just where to go. So I will put it as close as possible to where they are. Let's put that one right there. That looks good, babe. It's good. Can I get some video of that? Okay. Okay, guys, so my husband just made these feeders because we're going to have 6 chickens instead of 3. So we bought those for $10 for a pack of like 6, and then these little cups we bought, and we just sanitized our old containers that we were using. We used like a bunch of buckets for rain catching systems and recycling, and then we just did, he added those cups on there. And so just keep everything, we'll deep wash everything down, and then we'll get their food in there. So recycle, recycle, reuse. Okay, guys, so I'm back. Okay, so you guys got to see that. So this is what I mean. So I will set everything here clear. So when the kids come out, I say, go cut some kale, go cut some spinach, and you will get dinner ready, and they know where to go. So I have my marker and my signs. My phone's about to die. I didn't realize that I'm not using my camera today. And I just use this, put the brassicas on there. Because I think some of those are cabbages and some of those could be like a mustard green or collard. But I'm doing better about just put something up there temporarily. And I want to put one up there for our spinach also. We've made a good mess in here, you guys. So as I said, so this one is looking good. I'm going to leave it here. It's nice and moist. This one looks kind of dry right here. Oh, you guys can't even see. Gosh. So now I'm just working this table. So this is the one that I said looked pretty good. This one's actually a little dry. I'm going to put some water in there. Yeah, but the reason it dried out is because I used to have a bad habit of overwatering these. This is a self-watering. It has like a little feature where it holds water in there, and I used to overwater it, and I had to learn it doesn't need as much watering as the other ones. This one has a flower in it, the Celoso, and I'm going to take that out since we're going to separate these out, and I don't want it to ruin the food. This plant is new to me. It was a gift that somebody gave me at work to grow. So don't want to jeopardize our other foods. Now I do know I can put some onion and stuff in, some onion and basil in here. I am aware of that, and mince, but I'm not sure about that particular flour. So okay, so I did bring my watering can. Let's water this just a pinch before I forget. I'm gonna water on the bottom and not the leaves there. This one is begging for a larger space. I'm trying to find a home for it. It's dried out. Oh, you know what? I can probably do that. Over here. Okay. So opening up the space a little bit. So you want to have them about 2 to 3 inches apart, even if you're on the ground at this size, so they can grow. I want to find some mint to put around it. All of a sudden my mint has I can't find a piece. Okay, here's one. And the potatoes. There's one right there, but it's little. Okay, you guys. So yeah, so shoot, there she is. Look, super cute. Okay, so our systems are working, and what we will do as a family, we will just, as I said, we will pinch off of this and just continue to eat on it, and leave the roots there. Now I do have some other plants here. So here's another mint. So this is how it's gonna lay around because I just moved it, which is fine. Here's another mint that I'm gonna stick in here. We didn't put any protectives there, and I usually put an onion, but I just did some onion seeds, so we're gonna have to wait a bit. There's some more flowers right over here. And then I decided I'm going to bring a garbage can out here because sometimes I need that so that I'm not running in and out. More lettuce. This lettuce is just not going to thrive with the cabbage, so I'm trying to find a spot for it. I like the straight boxes. I have one on the outside of the greenhouse, these, because they're fun. I like the look, and they're just, I don't know, they're just easy. They're easier for me to work with. So I kind of like them. Okay, you guys, so right now I'm going around to see if anything needs water, and then we're gonna wrap it up for today. Not much needs water because the temperature dropped, so it's kind of nice. It's kind of a beautiful day out here. I did find a water or sunflower that could use some water over here. I guess I can go ahead and repot this. Okay, you guys, so all right, my phone is about to die. We did a lot this morning. Okay, you guys, so thanks for hanging with me. Next week we will start on the watering of we will start with the hydro method because, as I said, I want to get out here and get some bricks down. But as you can see, if you just work it, even if you give yourself 1 hour per week, you will see lots of improvements and growth in your garden. So that's what I would recommend if you're talking about time, just about 1 hour a week. You can break that down, do 15 minutes or so a day. But anything is going to be great. So I hope you learned something, and thank you guys for hanging with me this Saturday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.